Hey guys, so today I am here recreating my look from last year. Last year I was a alien girl and I just did this crazy makeup and came up with like a silver outfit. So it was a pretty easy DIY because the main thing that made it was this really cool alien makeup face. Last year I wore it on Halloween day, so it was kind of too late to do a tutorial on it. But I got a few requests for it, so I wanted to recreate it for you guys this year. So here it is. If you like it and you end up doing this as your Halloween costume, make sure you guys send me a picture on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, wherever you want. I'll have all those links down below. Make sure to follow me on Instagram so you stay updated with some sneak peeks for my Halloween looks this month. I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. So I am starting out by putting a thin layer of foundation on my face just to kind of have a clean slate. For this, I'm using L'Oreal's True Match Lumi foundation. Then once that's all blended into my skin, I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. I'm using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm going to start off with my eyes for this look. I'm just priming, making sure I have a clean slate. And then I am going in with a light blue eyeshadow and a fluffy blending brush and just blending that into my crease. Next, I'm going to work on the cut crease, and I'm using my BH Cosmetics 120 color palette with this slanted sort of blending brush, and that's what I'm going to use to really carve out my crease and just sort of blend that color upwards towards my brows. To really deepen and define this cut crease, I'm taking a short shader brush and picking up a darker navy blue color and just really focusing that on the most inner part of that crease. I want this to look really sharp, so I'm just making sure I'm not putting it below that cut crease, and I'm just going to blend it a little bit upwards. Now, after the blending is where I want it to be, I'm taking the white color from the Lorac Pro palette, and I'm just going to pack that all over my lid right under that blue color. I'm keeping everything pretty precise and clean because I want the cut crease to be very noticeable and sharp. Then I'm going to highlight under my brow bone with that same white eyeshadow. I'm lining my waterline with some white eyeliner to really open up my eyes and just make them look a little bit more bright and bigger. Once I'm done lining them, I'm just going to take a purple eyeshadow on a short shader brush, and then I'm going to go ahead and define my lower lash line with that. I'm just pushing it close to my lower lash line, making sure that some of the white eyeliner still shows, and then I am dragging it out a little bit more when it comes to my tear duct. That way it looks a little bit more dramatic. I'm then taking a blue eyeshadow and I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows with that. I'm flicking out my brows at the very tail of the brow just to create a different look other than a regular human eyebrow, and I really liked how it turned out. Once the brows are done, I'm gonna grab my Ben Nye color palette and I'm picking up the white cream color on there with a flat brush, and here you're just gonna get a little bit creative. I'm kind of using these marks or slashes as a replacement for a regular contour, but this is really up to you. You can come up with whatever design you like. What I did here was I wanted to resemble something that looked like the gills of a fish. So I just kept one side of a slash really sharp, and then I blended it out on the other side. As you can see, I'm keeping one side very clean and then blending out one side of the line very seamlessly. Next, I'm going to take this purple eyeshadow on that angled blending brush, and then I am carving out that sharp side of the white line, and then I'm going to blend that purple eyeshadow out as much as I can. And I'll pretty much do that to both sharp sides of the lines that I created. So as you can see, there's no real rhyme or reason that I'm kind of going by. I just got a little creative and sort of let my imagination take play here. I created those sort of angles or lines on my cheeks, and then I went in with 2 more of those on my forehead. If you make any mistakes, just don't be afraid to wipe something away and then redo it however you want it to look. Whatever you decide to do, just don't be afraid to let your imagination come to life. There is no real rule when it comes to this look, and it's also a little bit hard to explain exactly what I'm doing, just because I was kind of going along with whatever I had in my head and kind of just making like random marks and things like that. So you guys can see it's slowly coming together. One thing that I want to focus on here is really going back and blending things out, then intensifying them and like making things more white, making the purple more purple. Then I always go back and blend it out. So I'll clean things up a little, then of course blend it out again, and it's just kind of repeating steps like that. The next thing I'm doing is I'm creating this triangle at the top of my head. I wanted to focus on the colors blue and purple just because those were the first colors that came to mind when I thought of an alien. So I created that blue triangle at the top of my head, and then I went ahead and defined some of that contour with a blue eyeshadow. And what I'm doing here is just blending in the purple into the blue, so it kind of looks like they're just fading into each other, which I thought was really cool. I'm then going to go ahead and contour my nose with the same purple eyeshadow just to bring some color to the center of my face and define my nose a little bit. Once that is done and blended out, then I'm just balancing out the triangle at the top of my head with another triangle on my chin. Now I'm going to go ahead and incorporate my body into this, bring this look a little bit down onto my shoulders, and I'm just using purple eyeshadow to really contour certain parts of my bones. Next, I am focusing on my lips. I am just using a purple eyeshadow to define the outer parts of my lips, and then I'm going to grab a shimmery pink eyeshadow from this original Naked palette and put that on the center of my lips, and it really creates like an iridescent, beautiful color for my lips. Then I took that same color on a bigger brush, and I'm just going to highlight my face with that. So I'm putting that on the bridge of my nose and the high points of my cheeks, just to kind of really bring some glowingness and iridescent look to this face. I'm defining my eyes with mascara on my top and bottom lashes, and then once I'm done with that, I'm going in with my favorite part of this look, and I just created a third eye in the middle of my forehead. I thought it would be a really cool aspect for this alien to just have a third eye. I didn't really have any specific way of creating this eye, I just mimicked what I thought an eyeball would look like. Then I am going in with some random details for this look. I decided to add a couple of dots at the top of my forehead in a triangle motion, and then I did the same thing on that triangle area on my chin. I created some lines down the center of my neck, and then a few dots on my cut crease area. So I just thought those were nice little details that I added, and then once I'm done with that, then this look is finally complete. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. It is one of my favorite looks, and I was so excited to do it this year. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!